great thing about behavioral economics and behavioral science, and certainly from our point of view, behavioral linguistics, is the wealth of resources out there that you can tap into, that you can have access to, that don't cost you anything. So my first bit of advice would be to get onto social media and to follow some of these amazing experts within the field and just see the stuff that they post and that they share. There's always free access to some of the academic papers that showcase most recent research. And I think that's a big part of our world, is to constantly be critiquing the research out there and to be making sure that the stuff that we're doing is replicable and certainly not seen as a bit of a silver bullet that can be applied across every sort of context. And a big part of that is looking at the most recent research and seeing how it can be applied to our various contexts and our various clients. So social media is a big perk in the space. There are amazing free courses available on sites such as Udemy and various other ones if you just Google, and just to have a bit of an intro to this world, which will then hopefully spark an ongoing interest and get you thinking about the ways that you can apply this into your world. And some amazing literature out there from a reading point of view, some books. We've got Professor Richard Taylor and Professor Cass Sunstein being arguably two of the most well-known behavioral economists in the world. And they came out with their inaugural book about nudging called Nudge many, many years back. And in fact, have just celebrated the 10-year anniversary of that book with a revised version to show what's changed, what hasn't changed, and really just to update some of the learnings that they initially suggested were things to think about 10 years ago.
I'm a huge fan of podcasts, so I will always recommend podcasts to people. They're easy to listen to and to understand. Sort of, if you're new to behavioral science as the sort of new and emerging field of study, there's so many out there. My top two recommendations would be Choiceology by Katie Milkman. It's a really fun one, and she makes it very tangible. She uses that storytelling narrative that we've spoken about. And it's very impactful. And then the second would be one called It's All Just a Bunch of BS by Nick Hobson. That's also great. He always has the guest stars. He's had Dan Ariely, he's had Cass Sunstein, all these like forefathers of behavioral science talking about new concepts, new things that are being sort of researched and uncovered. I'm a huge fan of podcasts, so give it a go.